This video is part 3 of 3 videos that cover setup and installation topics for the bioprocess container, or BPC, related to the thermoscientific DynaDrive single-use bioreactor, or S.U.B, at the 3,000-liter and 5,000-liter scales. It is based on the DynaDrive single-use bioreactor user's guide. Please refer to this user's guide for detailed instructions. In this video, we will cover the following topics. Steps prior to loading the BPC. Note that the BPC will remain folded in the scaffolding during the loading process and will not be completely removed before beginning BPC loading. First, use the tab retractors at the back inside base of the tank to attach both hooks to the back red grommets on the bottom of the BPC. Lift the top of the BPC into the tank and align the top bearing hub with the bearing port. Note that it may need to be rotated slightly to align the BPC with the top bearing. Close the hub gate and push down the white pin to lock it. Loading the condenser system. The condenser system will be loaded after the BPC hub is in place. Using the touchscreen, ensure the filter clamps are open. Push the release button on the lock pin at the base of the heater plates and pull out the pin. Remove the heater plate and set it aside temporarily. Ensure that the condenser plates are fully open. To open the plates, push the red lock button and pull the red handle forward until the spring lock pin clicks into place. Slide the condenser bag between the 2 condenser plates by lifting the filter bracket up over the left condenser plate. Align and place the 4 holes on the top of the filter bracket onto the 4 stainless steel pins at the top of the left condenser plate. Slide the 3-inch port connecting the condenser bag to the main BPC into the U-shaped holder. Mount the heater plate by sliding it onto the vertical part of the filter bag nearest to you. Replace the lock pin to hold the heater plate in place. Loading the BPC. Attach the front BPC tabs at the top of the BPC to the plastic hooks located on the underside of the platform. Turn the handle on the right front BPC tab hook counterclockwise to lock the tab in place. Lower the BPC lift mechanism lever fully, which will simultaneously raise the bearing hub port. Pull down on the black hub locking mechanism as you insert the top bearing hub into the bearing. Ensure that the locking mechanism fully engages. Insert the top port and foam sensor into their corresponding holders. Then insert the yellow foam sensor into the foam sensor port. Connect the pressure sensor at the top of the BPC. Plug the pressure sensor into the top port on the right console. Then plug the cable into the other ports. Ensure the small diameter top line sets are routed to their proper holders. There are 2 feed lines on the top of the bag, one for foam and the other for base addition. These feed lines will run down the inside of the tank and attach to a tube retention device on the top edge of the door. Using 2 operators, lift the bottom support plate out of the scaffolding. Use the touchscreen to raise the platform with the attached BPC and select the BPC Load Mode Enable checkbox to continue with the doors open. Touch and hold the up arrow under Platform Raise Lower in short intervals to slowly raise the BPC. Note that a warning will appear on the touchscreen if you attempt to raise the BPC with the doors open. After the BPC has unfolded, begin slowly filling it with air to allow proper alignment. Air pressure to the DynaDrive S.U.B BPC should not exceed 34 mbar. Slide the bottom support plate of the BPC into the center bottom cutout in the hardware. Lock the bottom support plate into place by gripping the handles and pushing them towards the center. Attach the top back BPC tabs through the red grommets at the top of the BPC to the retractor hooks. When the platform is raised midway, the green check will appear on the touchscreen. Confirm that the bottom hub of the BPC is locked in place and touch the green check to continue raising the platform to 80%. Route the small diameter tubing up and through the routing plate in the top underside of the tank doors, guiding it through the cutout toward the exterior of the tank. Allow some slack on the tubing so they do not stretch or rip. Close the bottom front access gate. Push up on the metal pin to lock it. Check that the bottom tubing and sparge lines are not pinched or tangled and that everything is aligned properly. Ensure the platform has been fully raised. Then lock the platform by touching the lock symbol on the touchscreen. The doors can be closed at this time. Carefully ensure the vertical line sets are centered between the doors and the line sets are not pinched while you are closing the doors. To lock the doors, turn the right door handle clockwise until the green closed label is visible. Place tubing clamps on each probe port. Use the tubing management assemblies to organize line sets as necessary. This concludes part 3 of 3 videos that cover setup and installation topics for the bioprocess container related to the DynaDrive single-use bioreactor at the 3,000-liter and 5,000-liter scales. Go to thermofisher.com/DynaDrive to view the full how-to video series.